In this video, I plan to show you how you can cite SIRS, which is a database, and we'll look at the search I did first in SIRS. If you look at it, SIRS is a database, and it contains a variety of different resources. And by looking at the icons on the left-hand part of the articles or the resources, you can identify what some of those sources are. So, for example, the very first piece here is called Ships Aim to Set Sail with Wind Power, and it says news there. Looks to me like that's a newspaper. And you would begin that citation with newspaper. If you scroll down a little bit, you can look at renewable energy sources from the World Almanac and Book of Facts 2012, and what that's showing you is that that's an article inside a book. I'm going to take you down a little bit further and show you that catching a wave is a square, and it's supposed to signify a magazine, and this magazine would be called Smithsonian. Alright, so I'm going to head up and I'm going to show you how you would cite this article in a newspaper. So one of the ways you first do is that you look and you click on the article, because you can find a lot more information. For example, Ships Aim to Set Sail with Wind Power is the name of the article title. This article was in the International Herald Tribune, which is a newspaper, published in Paris, France, on August 29th, 2012, on page 14. And we'll be able to put most of that, maybe all of that information into our citation. So when you head over to Noodle Tools, the very first thing that you want to remember is that for this case in SIRS, we're going to cite a newspaper. And then we click Create. Move on to Continue, and this is probably the most critical part of working in Noodle Tools. We have the newspaper delineated right here, but if you look down, it says Print, and that is not what we want to do, because we are citing something, as memory will serve you. If you go back, we're citing something in a database, an article in a database. So if you go back into Noodle Tools, we're going to move this tab over to Database, and that will be a great help in getting this information correct. The name of the database, SIRS, and it'll just pop up. As you scroll down, I won't fill in everything because I think you understand how to do that part. You'll fill in the blanks with author and title that you found from this article. Very, very easy for you to do. Let me go back into Noodle Tools one more moment. And it does ask for the city of publication, and it actually, in this article, if you look at that article in SIRS, it does list Paris, France, as even the city. So by carefully looking at the article in SIRS, and if I take you back by looking very specifically at the icon, it'll help you in beginning your citation correctly. And then you just move into Noodle Tools and make sure that you cite the correct format of whatever you're citing, whatever resource it is, and make sure that you move that tab over to Database. Thank you for listening.